Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Miss Luana. And I know I said I wasn't going to come back till the 1st of May on my son Dawn's birth date. I ain't going to say birthday because he won't be here to enjoy it. It been 14 years ago. His life was so snuffed out, so uncalled for, okay, and senseless. But nevertheless, when you lose a child, you have moments. When you lose anyone, it's different moments, whether it's a mother, a father, a sister, a brother. But for me, I know closer to the anniversary, it's always anything goes. So I'm on here right now on the 29th of April, days before Dawn's birthday. And I'm here because I had a moment. And my moment is, it's a shame. Why would anyone take a lady's last son that she had in this world? Why? And the sad part about it is everyone that shot my son, those 3 people who pulled them triggers that day, they knew that was my last son. They knew it. Study calling his brother's name Hardcore Jizz, and then you gonna kill Hardcore Jizz brother? You is a dirty alley cat. Guess how I feel about it. And the sad part about it is after my son's senseless ambush murder, the homicide guy got in touch with me and he said, Miss Coward, I'm sorry that your son Dawn lost his life through all of this street stuff. He said they all thought that Dawn was snitching. That was the rumor because it spread. He said, but Miss Coward, it wasn't your son. It was some of them that your son was with every day. A couple of them was telling us everything we needed to know. And just like the facts go, usually when a person is trying to get the heat off of them, they always point the finger at somebody else. And to sew up this thing, what the man told me, another cop by the name of Shaw at that time, excuse me, he said he was the first one on the scene on that April 16, 2012, and he said the cops be knowing all them boys out in the street, and he said, Dawn, who did this to you? Who did this to you? First, Dawn didn't answer, but when he did answer, he said, I don't know. You try, and then the lie spread and trying to tarnish his name. I mean, it's good to tell the police, but the way they tarnished his name and everybody turned against him, I'm pissed off about that today. And they probably still calling his brother's name Hardcore and Jizz. Half of them calling names still. I hope they choke while they calling my other son. How they think? I guess Hardcore and Jizz was turning over their grave when the niggas killed their only little baby brother. I feel a certain type of way. And far as I don't hate nobody, but I hate what y'all did. You know who you are. I hope you see it. I hate what y'all did. Y'all had the audacity to take my only son from me for the rest of my life, and you knew that was my only son. You had instigators talking about, oh, y'all scared of Dawn. Oh yeah, that helped put the fuel to the fire. That add some wood to the fire too, whoever he was, talking about, oh, y'all scared of Dutch and all that. And shortly afterwards, he gets shot with 3 guns. Think about it. You don't think that add the wood to the fire? But it's okay. It's over now. For y'all, it's done. But it never will be done with me. I can't stop thinking about it. And y'all all know who you are. The shooters. I want to call y'all alley cat. The little alley cat shooters who shot him in the alley. And the instigators. Y'all know who you are. I don't have to say. Let God work with your conscience. But see, what I'm really upset about is that everybody who contribute to this knew that Dawn was my only son I had left in this world. Steady calling his brother's names Hardcore Jizz. I don't want to hear nobody say Hardcore Jizz. Then there's other things, putting Harry name in front of stuff. Harry had a good name, huh? Wish I would have patented it because I'd be suing. I feel a certain type of way today, and I'm just encouraging the parents out there. When your child, you think your child gonna bury you, but for me and so many other parents, it didn't happen that way. We gotta live with that. I lost all 3 of my teenage sons in 11 years' time. You know what I have? I have a 3 life sentence because the rest of my life I'll be feeling this pain. But did they think about it? Nah. They want to get you want to get some stripes. Oh, you shot him. But y'all ambushed him because every last one of y'all niggas was scared of him. And you know it. The old and the young. Because as a child, Dawn wasn't scared of nobody. Even as a child. Dawn got out in the streets thinking that he found that good old bro, good old cuz. But what he found was some frenemies, fake friends. And I feel like today, every one of my sons was led to their death by a friend of me. Fake friend. And while they acting like Dawn was this and Dawn was that, it was them. The homicide man, they be knowing everything in the hood. He told me days after Dawn's death, he hated my son lost his life over this street stuff. Because somebody put out the lie, oh, Dawn snitching. They said, Miss Card, your son wouldn't tell us nothing. But I tell you this, he said it was some of those that he would be around all the time. A couple of those told us everything we wanted to know. And as usual, when a person is guilty, they always point the finger at somebody else, keep the heat off of them. And jealousy and envy always could gravitate because all y'all niggas was jealous of my son. For real. Being so young and getting so much attention. Hardcore jizz. I wish I would hear somebody saying hardcore jizz. I wish I'd be on this media and somebody say hardcore jizz. I send them a this. For real. Because that's how I feel today. And really, I feel like that every day. But by the grace of God, he helped me to keep it down. And use all of that energy in a positive way. But I'm only human. And trust me, anniversary time and different moments that I don't even expect, it all come back. And as I thought about that today, I'm sitting in my kitchen. I said, I got to go on right now. I can't wait till the 1st. But I will, Lord, spare me. I'll be back on the 1st. Because what y'all done was really sad and dirty. And it is something that's going to last me for a lifetime. How would you like your mother to feel that way? Y'all ain't even think about it. And I think sometime, why couldn't they shoot it? If they just had to shoot, why couldn't they shoot him in the leg or the arm? But no, y'all took my baby away from me forever. And knowing I only had him left. I feel that's the most ignorant thing a person could do. Knew that. And then, on the same street, opposite corner, the same area where his brother was killed 11 years before that. But y'all don't think. Y'all don't got, your brain ain't that big. That's the way I feel. And like I said, as far as the triggers and the instigators, every day I think about you. And you know who you are. And all I can say, I hope God forgive you. Because I might try to forgive. Because I ain't going to give y'all that much power. But it's hard for me to forget. Hard. Like I said, I got a 3 life sentence. Losing all 3 of my teenage boys. They didn't even have a chance to live. Now everybody going on, want to be famous, da-da-da-da. And everybody got bad after Dawn left. Because they knew Dawn wasn't scared of him. And he shouldn't have been. Because he was convinced he wasn't going to let the streets kill him like they killed his brother. But unfortunately, he didn't know he was walking into an ambush after he left off that porch. And whoever the porch was, you know. Like I said, I feel instigators helped that to happen. And even though the guilty ones was pointing at my son like he, tarnishing his name, I wish the homicide would have told me who you were. Because I would say it. But I ain't. So y'all try to live a miserable life because I don't wish you no happy life. And with that, I close for right now because I had to vent. Because my mind just wouldn't let me not to. Have a